This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z.
There are more sex assault accusations connected to the case against Sean Diddy Combs. The latest involves hip-hop mogul Jay-Z, who issued a vehement denial.
Was Jaguar right all along? Well, the tea is definitely spilled, and it's coming straight from the Knowles-Carter camp. So, word on the street is Tina Knowles is not playing when it comes to protecting her daughter, Beyoncé. Rumor has it she's had enough of Jay-Z and the drama surrounding him, especially after that explosive lawsuit that's got everyone side-eyeing. Allegedly, Mama Tina is so fed up she's even pushing Beyoncé to file for divorce. If this is true, things are about to get messy in the Carter household. Alright y'all, buckle up because this tea is piping hot. Tina Knowles is catching major side-eyes for what some people think is shade toward Jay-Z. So here's the deal. Jay-Z is now in the spotlight. Some are saying Jay-Z has more than 99 problems now, like 100 of them. Here's the tea. Jay-Z's been tied to some pretty serious allegations recently, and it's a tough pill to swallow for fans. These accusations come from a woman who claims she was 13 at the time of the events in question. Now, we've heard rumors swirling around for years, especially on Twitter, but no one's ever made any formal claims, until now. This woman has decided to step forward, naming Jay-Z after allegedly trying to reach mediation with his representatives, only to have that request denied. Let's break this down. According to reports on September 7th, 2000, the woman was just 13 years old when she and a friend drove to Radio City Music Hall in New York, attempting to attend the MTV Video Music Awards. It was something she really wanted to cross off her bucket list. She was having trouble getting in, so she reportedly approached some of the limo drivers nearby, looking for an in to the event or an after party. One of the drivers allegedly told her that he worked for Diddy and that Diddy had a type of girl that matched her age. Crazy. He offered to take her to an after party, saying he would return to pick her up afterward. Now, this story alone is wild, and while it might sound like something from a movie, it was supposedly a real situation during that era, long before social media would expose everything. Remember, this was in the 2000s, when things were riskier and less documented. From there, she was taken to a large mansion with a gated U-shaped driveway, fitting the kind of lavish residence you'd expect for a major party like this. Once she was inside, two men reportedly had her sign a form, something she later suspects may have been a non-disclosure agreement. She didn't read the fine print, but she signed it, not receiving a copy. She was then brought into a large space filled with several celebrities. According to her account, she mingled for a while and approached a few people she recognized from the VMAs trying to enjoy the party. But here's where things get stranger. She describes entering a hallway and finding an empty bedroom to lie down for a moment when she began feeling unwell. It seems as if she drank something earlier that caused her to feel disoriented, a drink that reportedly had a mix of a fruity, reddish-yellow flavor. While lying there, she noticed that Jay-Z, Diddy, and another celebrity entered the room. It was alleged that they approached her while she was already in a vulnerable state. Diddy is said to have grabbed her with an aggressive demeanor, saying something to the effect of being ready to party. According to the woman's statement, this led to her being assaulted while in a disoriented state, unable to resist or leave. It is alleged that Jay-Z and the others were present during these actions, standing by as events unfolded. Jay-Z did give a reply though. He gave one heck of a reply actually. So first off, it seems that Busby is involved in this case, just like he's involved with the Diddy cases. So Jay-Z told us that his lawyer received a demand letter from Busby. Apparently Jay was pressured to settle. However, it did the opposite to Jay-Z. This attempt that Busby made only strengthened Jay's resolve to reveal the truth and expose the deception in a very public manner. He's not willing to give a single dime. Jay-Z's response is very firm. He stated that if the victims' allegations are true, they deserve justice. Now let's call it as it is. Tony Busby has a history of these types of tactics, which makes this even more troubling. Jay-Z has made it clear that he doesn't respect this lawyer's behavior. His choice of words is strong and his tone is direct. Jay-Z doesn't shy away from emphasizing his history and experience, implying that he's seen people like this lawyer before. Jay-Z claims that he's prepared for this situation, and he's critical of Tony Busby's tactics. Jay-Z also expressed disappointment at having to speak about these allegations in the first place, especially with the toll it takes on his family and his children. Having to explain the cruelty and greed behind such allegations to young children is heartbreaking. It's unfair for children to have to wrestle with these types of allegations, especially when they're so hurtful and unnecessary. Jay-Z continues to maintain his composure while highlighting that the true victims are the ones who must live with these claims as their lives are exploited in such a way. His message is very clear. Exploitation for financial gain, especially at the expense of innocent children, is unacceptable. It's worth noting that Jay-Z hasn't explicitly stated that he is innocent of these claims. While he has denounced the severity of these allegations and the actions of Tony Busby, there's an undercurrent of uncertainty because he hasn't yet directly said, "I did not do this." Some viewers speculate this could be intentional, either from careful legal strategy or emotional response. This leaves some open-ended ambiguity for the audience. Tony Busby has since issued his own statement on Twitter. He has alleged that Jay-Z has gone to great lengths to silence his clients, particularly in reference to a lawsuit that was filed. According to Busby, this lawsuit was filed under a pseudonym and was intended as a confidential mediation rather than financial gain. Busby says that Jay-Z has actively tried to intimidate his team and his client, which he claims has empowered his client to stand firm against these tactics. His statement emphasizes a resolve to litigate the issue in court rather than using public speculation. The context of this case is especially challenging given its age. This alleged incident reportedly occurred 24 years ago. In situations like this where time has passed, hard evidence is difficult to establish. There are no direct, physical, or eyewitness accounts that could support or refute these claims. Given the lapse of time, it's unlikely that footage or other direct proof will surface to substantiate these allegations. Still, the case has cast new attention on Jay-Z. There is already speculation about his past relationships with controversial figures, such as his close working relationship with P. Diddy and R. Kelly. The music industry has had its share of questionable associations, and Jay-Z's collaborations with R. Kelly have sparked conversation over the years. While collaborations don't mean criminal involvement, the public's skepticism is understandable. The story continues to evolve, and as new developments unfold, they could bring more clarity to these claims. Whether the allegations will ever see concrete evidence is still up in the air. However, these allegations and the attention they're generating could open doors to other hidden stories in the music industry. Now, let's be real. This story is heavy, wild, and difficult to process. Whether or not it's accurate, it certainly raises some serious questions about the people involved and the culture of these parties in the early 2000s. And while allegations like these can be hard to prove, this woman has shared her account as part of a legal case, one that, as you can imagine, will likely shake the hip-hop and entertainment industry to its core. While many fans are trying to make sense of it, this is definitely going to make people rethink past events and friendships, especially considering Jay-Z's ties to other celebrities. I guess the question now is, how will he respond to these claims? Now, this lawsuit is bringing all of that to light, and Tina Knowles is being dragged into it. Why? Because her Instagram account liked a post that named Jay-Z and Diddy in connection to the case. Fans caught it, and you know the internet had a field day. Tina later claimed her account was hacked, saying, "I was hacked. As you all know, I don't play about my family, so if you see something uncharacteristic of me, just know that it's not me." But let's just say not everyone is buying it. Was it a slip-up, some low-key shade, or something else entirely? Safe to say Mama Tina is really stirring the pot with this one. Look, celebrities always pull this "I was hacked" move anytime they regret something they posted or liked. It's like their go-to excuse when they make a mistake that ends up making them look bad. This happens literally every time. So, no, people are not buying the story that Mama Tina was hacked. She probably either liked the post by accident or, let's be real, maybe she meant to like it on purpose but is now scrambling to clean up the mess. Who knows at this point? What we do know is this situation isn't just about Tina. Beyoncé is taking some heat too because apparently she's lost 3 million followers on Instagram since all of this came to light. That's a bad look and a clear sign that fans are paying attention to all these drama-filled twists. Now, the big question everyone is asking, will Jay-Z face the same downfall as Diddy? People are excited and they can't wait to see just how deep the rabbit hole goes. The comment section is filled with people saying stuff like, "Cat Williams called it," "The dominoes are falling," and the real tea. Do you believe this young woman's story? Is this a real situation, or do you think this is some kind of setup or stunt to try to take Jay-Z down? And one person even reminded us of that old George Carlin quote, "They're all in on it. It's a big club and you're not in it." But let's be honest, the internet is definitely divided on this one. Things are not that straightforward. However, one thing is for sure, everyone's watching to see how this saga plays out. And what do you think? Is Jay-Z as dirty as Diddy? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to check this video out next.